Twin Ring Motegi here in the Tochigi Prefecture. After an interesting split A race of strategy where Maverick won from pole position, we now go back to the same circuit for split B's version of the Motegi 400. Welcome everyone to round 2 of HoloProto Japan. Round 205 of qualifiers, where we decide the driver who will make the JP Studio and Zako series. So we'll take it 400 split B race coming right up for you. As always, let's take a look into the track map onto what entails on this circuit. 4.8 kilometers is the total length from start to finish, from inside the oval to the outside and then inside again. 14 turns in total. And some corners are pretty, how do we say this? Deceptively listed. One corner has like 2 agencies and has one that is as one corner, and one corner will have one apex that is listed as 2. But anyways, we got another 200-kilometer race with 42 laps in total, with a lap record target of 141.1 because we've already seen 141.2 from Maverick Duciem actually. So we'll see how it goes in the split B race coming up. So let's take a look into the split B standings, which comprise of the World Split C and D drivers from the JP end. And of course, we got the likes of Sobyang and Seirin, who have won actually in their respective splits. Sobyang won in split C, and then Seirin won on split D. Which I just want to also tell you that the top 5 currently in the JB split D standings have been occupied by Lichiers, in which they have amazing starts at Fuji, while also being very good in qualifying, which essentially helped seal them the win. Will today be different? We'll have to wait and see. The best of the non-Ligier cars will be Czech Labradors and Daniel Barger, who did finish in 5th place in their respective races. That Patterson had an engine failure at Fuji and is looking to make a rebound from 18th on the 18th in the standings. Meanwhile, we got Ali J and Jake Martinez, who have not been in the points, especially for Ali J, who should have a fast car but could not make use of it for some reason. So we'll see how competition from the likes of Hanami Kiriko and Lexi Bowen, in addition to Seirin. So let's also have a bit of a rundown on the other drivers here. Sky and Ari Nakamura still staying in the mid pack. Or with Hachama having a bit of a resurgence for revival for streaming activities gradually coming to a return. We'll hope that we will see more of Hachama and Ari Nakamura this season. Alright. Into qualifying, and we have an interesting face at the front in qualifying. Well, we have an interesting face as far as favorites are concerned heading into qualifying. So without further ado, let's move on into the session. My name is Mohamed Reza in the commentary booth, and I'm glad to have all of you in today's stream, even though there's really not a lot of people watching. But we are just gonna have to go ahead and do our stuff as usual, as we are seeing the first cars out on track. There's Ali J currently in what as you mentioned earlier. Obviously, results here to get himself back in the channel. Alone though. I mean, it goes without saying that there are literally 19 other other competitors who are essentially ready to pounce on the opportunity when given the chance. Let's see. Oh, okay, we have someone who is having troubles getting out of pit lane, and that is Jake Martinez having issues with the car, and looks like he had too much wheel spin on the car and is now struggling to get out of his own pit box. This is a big concern. Doris is also out. Got the Mustang and Jacob were not out of the. And here's Misaki Sakura. I wanna pay attention to her. She. Okay, despite. I feel like she could rebound this race. Despite having a pretty underwhelming race at race in Fuji. Check on her onboards to see how she would perform. So anyway, here comes the qualifying lap here, exiting the final corner. And of course, if you have a good exit here to come straight into turn 1 here. So we'll hit both agencies. This is turn 1. 2 agencies. Coming into should be a lap here in Motegi. Sakura only setting 141.992. I wouldn't panic just yet. We'll see how the other drivers will perform. only got two cars, I believe, who have yet to set a time. Technically, is the last one who will be setting a time, as she will complete her lap. Jake Martinez will start at the back of the field, following his shenanigans. 15 places behind him again because of the starting position. Lorenzo Ricci will start on pole for the split B race of the Motegi 400 split B race. I cannot believe this. We're just gonna wait until the last of the cars cross the line. Alright, so we got the cars lined up on the grid. We do have a few cars ready to get things going here. And of course, I would like to mention congratulations to Lorenzo Ricci for being able to start on pole position once again. So, let's take a look into how the grid sets itself up for the race. Lorenzo Ricci starts on pole position for Hosho Marine once again, showcasing his veteran experience over the field. Chaka Labrador starts in second for Natsuya Matsuri, and then we got Ray for Rindo Chihaya and Ari Nakamura in the second row, representing Chihaya and Hachama respectively. Todoroki Hajime's Masaraido starts in 5th with Dak Patterson 6th for Isaki Riona. The Todoroki Hajime driver starts in 5th. And then we got Cal Gibbs for Roboco starting in 7th with 8th place Lexi Bowen for Shergar Noel. Two Aussies on row 4 to be precise. And they got experience racing against each other. Sakura starts 9th with Rudy in 10th for Mizumiyasu. No pole shenanigans this time. How will he fare in the mid-pack compared to Hall GT3 last weekend? Danny Barger in 11th for Shimochi Suisei with Sobyung In and Kogani Nico in 12th. Shango will start 13th for Ichijo Rika with Otona Sakarade's Seirin in 14th. Hanami Kiriko starts 15th for Himamori Luna with 16th place Joey for Jufu Teraden. Ed Sky starts 17th for Kazuma Iroha, and Ali J once again does not have a good qualifying position. She's just not good in qualifying, unfortunately. For Kikirara Vivi, Falasa Damasham in car number 19 starts in 19th for Aki Rosenthal, and on the back of the field will be Jeff Rohan for Tokoyami Toa. We'll see how it goes from here. Just want to check the microphone. Everything is okay. The grid's lined up. Motegi calls for these drivers' names. Anyways, we got the cars lined up here in Motegi for the start. It's the Motegi 400 Split B race, and it's Lorenzo Ricci on pole. How would they fare in the turn 1? And there we go. It's a great start from, and there's once again a problem from Jake Martinez as he now comes into the wall and comes into a stop. That's his race over before he even crosses the start line. Anyways, we have Lorenzo Ricci now leading the pack after turn 1 over Labradores, and Ray Leo absolutely hot on the heels against Labradores there. Does not have a history of race winning here for himself, but he will try to be in a good position there as Ricci now leads Labradores really in 3rd, Nakamura 4th, Dak Patterson in 5th place, Masaraido's dropped down to 6th place, Bowen in 7th, Rudy 8th, Gibbs 9th, Seirin and Sakura battle it out for 10th place. Good start there from Lorenzo Ricci to maintain the lead, but also watch out though for Sakura. She now tries to get herself into an attacking position, and there she goes into the top 10. Meanwhile, Lexi Bowen is going to keep it real against Rudy. So she goes. Very fancy, if I do say so myself. right after we are just gonna take some time before we can proceed with other business. So now having a 1 second Norris in second place. And look at this, he's already extending his lead to 2 seconds, and it looks to me that everyone is just extending their leads. So it's just going to be a calm and collected race from this point on. It is a sunny day, so it is a good time. As far as entries are concerned, 6 this time. Already nearly 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field. Faster than lap doors in second place is already pulling a massive gap. Now and based on optics here, it looks to me that just about everyone will be pitting no earlier than lap 20. So this will be interesting showcase pit strategy. So we're just gonna see how it goes. That passer down in 5th place, just continuing to second Lapdoris does not look like he's about to be fully under pressure from Richie, but he is doing a decent job. Oh my god, I think oh god. Oh! Are you kidding me? Give me a second. Alright, we're gonna restart the race. We're going to restart the race. God damn it, I just realized that I'm in my intermission screen all this time. Redo. Alright, we're going to restart this race. Ignore that the first thing has ever happened. Okay, once again, we're gonna do another run of this race. And we have Lorenzo Ricci on pole position with Chaka Labradors in second place. At this time, we have the screen properly on your face right now. And this time, we are going in the Motegi 400 split B race. And we have Jake Martinez, who this time does not even move from his start position. As Lorenzo Ricci now leads over the Labradors. At this time, Ri Liu has a great run around the outside. to now take second place, and this time he's going to provide a great amount of challenge, and what a big gap that has been. So Hanami Kiriko, and there's a car slow. A car slow at the back, and that's Seirin. I am not sure what happened to Seirin over there, so let's take a look into the replay. Alright, here's what happened though. So you have Shango actually turning Seirin, his own teammate, mind you. His own teammate, which is why there has been a bit of a clog at the back of the field. So it's not going to be happy about this. They might actually go for a 15-second penalty. We might actually have a 15-second penalty for causing a collision. And it looks to me that Shango will receive a 15-second penalty for his excursion. The stewards will deem that to be an avoidable collision about that. Anyways, Lorenzo Ricci will lead over Ryu Labradores in third, Rado in fourth, Bo in fifth, Nakamura sixth. Seventh place will be Dak Patterson, Rudy eighth, At least we didn't go this far. At least we didn't go that far in the race in our first try. But anyways, it is Ricci in the lead, in second, Labradors in third. Alright, so Dak Patterson has been overtaken by, or rather has overtaken Nakamura and is currently on the up there after the low of Fuji. He is now going to be on the rise once again here to the next time. Also trying to make moves against Hanami Kiriko. This is 4-14 place, but Kiriko is going to try to defend it. Go has actually re-overtaken Kiriko for 13th place, but she is going to try to get herself ahead, and and a sweep around the outside from Sky, who was an attempt for him to get up into 14, but Kiriko has he's just gonna try a different avenue. Okay, go back to our first try. Lorenzo Ricci is not pulling away right now. He's doing pretty okay, but this time really is able to still able to get something out of this. Done. Sakura meanwhile has overtaken Nakamura at around turns 2 and 3. Labrador's in third, doing his own thing right now, trying to just track Ryu, who's currently running in second place. Anyways, back into the refill monitor. This time, the situation is mostly going to remain the same, except this time we won't be seeing a pit stop maneuver as until around lap 19. So we will see how this race currently develops. Richie now has the fastest lap of the race with 41.340 as we're about to start lap 4 as well, or already started lap 4. But we are seeing potential battles here. Nakamura not showing a lot of pace. Nakamura, as she's currently being sucked out into the back of the field. And right now she is under pressure from Gibbons, who already has already is currently in control so far. Against Ryu. Like how Ryu is currently keeping pace right now. Meanwhile, we do have battles at the back. That's at turn 10 against Ali J, who now goes up to 17th place again. Not the most ideal, given that well, they're still outside of the points, so but they are getting close though. It's guys still currently in 15 trying to chase out of the vehicle. Gibbons is still stuck behind Nakamura, which we'll see how it goes. Because if we're going to be honest here, the submission prior Motegi is not a place. Overtakes come easy, so let's get ahead. Probably gonna have to make moves in the pits in terms of a strategy. And right now, we have to switch at second place here. That's Chakalopoulos already making a move down the inside against Ridley, but Ridley has a great exit though off of the hairpin. They will get to work here. Labradors are on the outside to try to sneak by. And around the outside he goes to take second place at turn 11. He is still going to go side by side with... Oh! And that will be Lexi Bowen seizing the initiative. Once again. Anyways, that's really having more of a run here as he now gets overtaken of sorts by two different drivers. It is now out of the podium entirely right now. It's going to be an all-Orca podium as it stands in Split B, which comprises of the Split C and D drivers from the World Series, released in JP. Have been listed as free, and despite Richie already having a 7-second lead over Labradores, so it will be a interesting chip. A massive look here. But it's been too far, so. Anyways, check out Norris now 6 seconds behind Lorenzo Ricci. Everyone's little basically in a how do you say this? Everyone's a little single far. I know that's not good. But it's okay. We're just gonna have to keep on trucking, as what some say. Up these days. Further back in midfield. Currently in 11th, doing a pretty okay job. Well, let's take a look into the progress chart. Well, we're at Lexi Bowman though. I do want to point out though, after starting inning, 8th place has been on the rise. And I don't say this lightly because, well, what can I say? It actually has been a very solid run from Lexi Bowman so far, gaining 5 positions from where she started, so anyways, we're just gonna sit down and calm ourselves in this race. Still nice to see people still tuning into this race. Blunders that we have previously. Ed Sky, oh, Ed Sky. I just noticed about Ed Sky, and he is currently peeled into the pits, and we will have to see what happened to him. And I think this is just a case of an engine failure. Here is where, oh, in a plume of smoke. So that will be a retirement. Have to see how Labrador's will fare. Now that he is actually getting close to Ricci, the gap is now still at 0.2 of a second. Sorry, 2 seconds, 2.3 seconds to be precise. Oh, and that is actually Lexi Bowen going down the inside of Labrador's there. And that is a bold move there, coming into turn 4. And now it's Lexi Bowen's turn to challenge in second place. And now it's Bowen's turn to challenge Lorenzo Ricci. 34 to be precise. Not been doing very well in that last lap. I mean, just look at her right now. Her last lap is 144. Far cry what is required to be at the front, 141. Gibbons currently in 10th, still trying to chase Nakamura, but still nothing to be found. She is currently down in 17. She's about to score no points, and which goes on saying how much this season has gone for her. Has not been able to make the pass on Richie, while getting close. That pass in currently running in 6th, Nakamura in 9th, Gibbons in 10th. Second, Ryder passing in 7th, Gibbons in 10th, still not being able to chase Nakamura. Joey, meanwhile, trying to find a way past Kerry. Go ahead, right now on that 6-7 car. I don't want to hear it. Anyways, we are just gonna press on with the current situation. here's another battle that you might. Shango looking to make the pass on to So Byung-eun right now. But right now we're just going to. Stop activity just yet, and we have some overlaps. Alright, Lawrence Ricci, all things considered, has been staying in the lead for quite some time in this race. It is a very, very interesting predicament here. It's a bit similar to Lucia, but of course he didn't lead every single lap, and he started on pole and basically just stay in the lead until the checkered flag, so that's a bit of a plus. Alright, and now I do notice there that the gap has absolutely opened up between Ricci and Owen, which is now at 7 seconds. And this means that Owen is currently under serious pressure, being overtaken by Labrador's Henry Liu. Close to Dak Patterson, who's currently running in 6th race right now. Nakamura has gone on to the pits. The first driver to actually come in there. Goes in her pit box, so we might not be seeing her until the next in the next few seconds or so. And it looks to me that she will be out soon. Also, Ali J is also in the pit box right now, so we'll see how long these drivers will take their time in the pit box. Oh, Nakamura's already out, down in 17th. So there's already a pretty big gap at the top between 2nd and 4th currently in the standings. Sun's already shining very nicely at the Motegi, sorry, Rudy and Annenberger have also decided to make their way into the pits right now. It looks to me that's going to be a pretty straightforward entry into the box. Shango is already out as well. Rudy has already exited and will look to be ahead of Nakamura and Ali J, to be precise. As usual, no problem. Shipment, well, saving 13th. So now, takes to 7. Alright, let me see. Alright, so potential pit stop maneuvers to come at Sky. Of course, has already gone out with a retirement, unfortunately. Also, take a look into the status of the four-wheel drivers right now. Really, currently in 4th. I believe is the highest of the Ligiers right now. Maserito in 5th, Dak Patterson in 6th. Followed by Sutherland in 9th place. Interesting maneuver there. Between the leader and second place, Richie and Rowan, is already at 7.9 seconds, actually 8 seconds, if you will. Richie has decided to also now come in for his pit stop service. So he goes for Cal Gibbons and Sarin. And he will refuel right until the end. So it will be an interesting outlook. It will be an interesting outlook here for the Ocean Marine driver to see how far he can go ahead. Check. Lorenzo has exited in 7th place right now. Is Richie right now. Okay, we'll just need to monitor Lorenzo Ricci's pace right now, which is kind of okay as it stands. gone onto the pits, and this will shuffle him down the order right now. So Byung-eun is chasing Lorenzo Ricci for 7th place, soon to be 6th place. Also, Shango, I just want to remind you, has received a 15-second penalty for causing a collision, but did not result in a DNF from the start. And just to remind you that this is what happened. This is why he gets a penalty. Just turn Seirin around just like that, as we mentioned earlier. So that's just that. So obviously he's just gonna have to keep going despite the situation. So we'll have to add 15 seconds to his race time. So Shango currently is outside the points. So implications wise, it's not going to be a problem because he hasn't scored. He doesn't have to score points. Rudy has made the pass on to Masaraido, his fellow device teammate. Good stuff there. Still trying to find a way past Labradores. Looking at Lorenzo Ricci, he's only sent a 142. 2, which is hardly convincing. So the race for the leader of this race. And here comes Ryu there. Almost thinking of a move there down the inside, but it's a bit too far back to make any moves. Sakura and Hanami Kiriko have now gone on into the pits. Serve time in the pit box. Sakura is already out. Alright, we're just gonna check on who is about to make a pit stop soon. Leslie Bowen will be pitting in the next 5 laps. Labradores will be pitting in the next 6 laps. Leslie Bowen has not been called into the pit, so we'll see where they will be at relative to Richie's position. As we see, Richie is currently staying at the 142s, although that might not be the case. Right now, it is a pretty drab race so far. I know people, if they watch this race live, sometimes you need to have these more fasts because in between these types of rain, you might get a banger race in between these snooze fests. That's just how it works these days. Not everything has to be a barn burner. So Ben ends up set the fastest lap, 141.862, actually beating our lap time targets. It's crazy. But anyways, Motegi has gone ahead against Bowen and Labradores. Rudy and the Mashev have gone side by side, and Rudy has made the pass onto the Mashev. Is now 2.7 seconds ahead of Lexi Bowen. No change. Labradores is now 11 seconds ahead of Bowen, which is interesting. Change. It looks like. Oh, Sabyangan! Oh, it's just gone on into the pits. I thought he actually had it off somewhere. Never mind that. But anyways, Labradores has lost time to Lexi Bowen in the pit stop, so that is that. So just gonna get on ahead with the current situation right now. So we'll be finally out, or will be ahead of Hanami Kiriko at the very least. Person is only 8/10 of a second behind Review, who's currently running in second place. It's a decent run for Patterson right now, but again, he has to make a pit stop. And but he should be able, based on my assessment, get into the top 5. At the very least, given where he is right now, but of course, still dependent on but then again, he's got some very good late race. He's got a lot of consistent pace there. Before before he makes his pit stop. This overcut strategy might actually work out very nicely, and now he's actually challenging Ryu for the current race lead right now. Meanwhile, is getting close there to Labrador is in 5th place. Is getting closer to Ryu, and Ryu has already made a pit stop. So Dak, just wanted to remind you to enjoy your time in the race lead. Well, at least this is something to, you know, enjoy. It's not usually the case where when it comes to leading here, Dag. Ryu has exited ahead of Labradorus in 4th place, so it is a decent time there for Patterson, who hasn't had things go his way. Alright, Sean Go currently in 13th place, still looking to see a charge somewhere. So we'll see which of the other drivers who have yet to make their final pit stop. Well, only Domashnev and Dak Patterson come to think of it. So we are already seeing the mid-race outlook here. Now that we've already seen a bunch of drivers already making their pit stops. Sportcup versus BGA battle is actually Lacey Bowen and his races gaps is only at 0.7 seconds. We could be in for a very solid finish. Holy balls. My belly is not my belly is Oh, and Dak Patterson finally comes in for his pit stop. We are expecting him to at least be 3rd place, given Ryu's distance to Patterson. And Bowen, the gap's at 11 seconds. Lorenzo Ricci is expected to take the lead once again, but the challenge will be from Lexi Bowen, who is absolutely piling on the pressure. Patterson is finally out. Ri Liu is currently in the main straight right now. Dan Patterson will take third place. My goodness me, he's in third. And I think the drivers having the engine failures have already run their course. The Marshal has also made his pit stop. So Dan Patterson is now in third place, ready to chase Lexi Bowen and Lorenzo Ricci. I will need to take a short break because my belly is not bellying, and a toilet break is going to be ensued soon. So I'm gonna have to make a stop for the loo. Before that, I'm just gonna. For a short toilet break for a while, so you can excuse me. Just stay tuned and don't go anywhere. We might see an overtake for the race between Lorenzo Ricci and Lexi Bowen while I'm out. here at Twin Ring Motegi, and well, what can I say? Ollie J is in the pits once again, and looks to me that it wasn't that way. I think she is making her second pit stop. Nakamura is also going to join her as well, and that means Shango is in 12. And the bigger issue is that Shango is not that far ahead of Sobyong and Kiriko, so this means that you know what this means? It is a shuffling of the order, if you will, and this is gonna take a bit more effort. And not that I don't like the effort. It's a bit tedious, but sometimes I gotta do what I gotta do. Anyways, Lacey Bowen trying to defend, or rather trying to attack Lorenzo Ricci, and at least there are no drop frames. But anywho, we are just gonna have to keep on. Going, I guess. Yeah, so how far are we in this race already? Lap 32? Oh my. It is a solid race right now here in Motegi. Sun's shining. Lindsey Bowen still piling on the pressure. Meanwhile, we do have Nakamura coming down into the pits. As we mentioned, Ollie J is now down in 18th and is set to not score no points again. Here comes Joey. It looks to me that Nakamura will score a point or two. Alright, so Ricci still in the lead right now, and is going to be in a solid position to get a rebound in the. As far as points are concerned, Dak Patterson still hangs on in third place as the best Ligier entrant so far. Tomashev currently in 14th place, but we'll talk about him later. Chaka Labradores, who of course started, I believe, on. He started in second, but good time so far. Ricci and Bowen still on their own. Good stalemate. Here's Ollie J at the back. Rudy in 6th place. Rudy in 6th place, and he's gonna be able to absolutely keep on his performances so far in this qualifiers campaign. Sakura in 7th place also is gonna get a decent points return. Also Raido currently in 8th place, also doing a solid job right now to keep hold of his positioning. And you got Callum Gibbons in 9th, and Walker currently rounds out the top 10. It's going to be very likely that Sylvia will take back 11th place, which one is going to Shango after penalties, mind you. Kiriko will remain in 13th place, with 14th going to Tomashev and Nakamura in 15th. As it stands right now, Ollie J, Jake Martinez will remain outside the points. Sky and Jake Martinez already out of this race. Ollie J, Seren, and Joey are outside of the points in the Ligiers. Oh, Rudy and Shango are making pit stops as well. What's happened here? So, multiple of the Regloss cars are making additional pit stops. And this will send So Byung-eun currently up into 10th. Rudy will exit in 11th. Kiriko has made the pass on to 12th. Richie Bowen, Patterson, Leo Labradores, Sakura, Raido, Gibbons, Barger, So Byung-eun, Rudy, Kiriko, Demashnev, and then Shango currently exits in 14th place. But it looks to me that after penalties, he will be dropped down into 16th place actually. Joey will have the Joey will have the last point. Shango will score no points at all. Sakura in 6th, Raido 7th, Gibbons 8th, Barger 9th, Sylvia in 10th, Rudy and Harvey Kiriko 11th and 12th, Demashnev 13th, Nakamura 14th, Joey in 15th place. Shango is set to be out of the points. Looking at the gaps right now, once we add 15 seconds from his penalty. Oh, never mind. Shango will still score points. Joel will still be out of it, but only barely right now. We will have to check onto the points after this. Bowen now still chasing Lorenzo Ricci. Where is Ollie J in all this? There she is. She might be a tool of sorts for Lorenzo Ricci to try to make the pass onto for Bowen to make the pass onto Ricci there. The big question is still here, and it's still pretty much overarching. Could, and I mean could, we see a last lap pass, or at least a late race pass for Lexi Bowen against Ricci. As for the championship context here, Masa Raido will be our surprise championship leader as a result of, this is pretty much insane levels of parity, I think. 200, you're telling me in the top 10, 100 points separate the top 10. But in split A, only 5 drivers are within 100 points of the, only 4 drivers are in 100 points of the leading driver. I find that to be very insane. But anyways, we're just gonna have to keep on going. Ali J and Jet Martinez will continue to score no points. Fortunately, Mitsubishi is still in the lead and has now extended the lead onto Lexi Bowen, so he's got a good amount of cushion to try to make the pass onto Ali J. Right now, Masa Raido will be your surprise championship leader. I cannot believe I'm saying this. right now. Dak Patterson is, of course, set to be joining them in the top 5 with his run so far. Him currently in 3rd place, very much in a realistic chance to take this win. Once he reaches this win, will also catapult him inside the top 10. His 4th place run will most likely be thrown out. But Lissabon is indeed faster than Lorenzo Ricci there by 0.6 of a second. Question mark here as to who will be winning this race. 5 laps to go actually here in this Motegi 400 split B race. Can you believe it? I'm pretty much gobsmacked. But anyways, we still got a race to finish hosting. We do have some interesting names who are set to not qualify for the JP Studio as it stands right now with 3 rounds to go. We're gonna need to do some corrections. Here, so Dak Patterson is actually in 10th place, and while we are going to see this race come to a close, there's still the question there. Not caught Ali J just yet. So still a massive question mark as to how this race will end. Currently in 8th place in the standings. Dak Patterson, 9th and 10th. Shango will be the first driver out of the scene as it stands right now. Alright, so another bit of calculation before we do this, and it looks to me that Shango and Dak Patterson will be tied on points. Wait a second, Shango and Dak Patterson tied on points? And it looks to me that Shongo will win the tiebreaker by virtue of him actually scoring that third place finish first at one of the Fuji rounds, specifically in split D of the Riding on Dreams 600 at Fuji. The race so far, 140.1. Absolutely blowing the lap time targets out of the water. But there is the part that we might need to pay attention to. We now have our leaders about to cross the cross with the lap cars right now. Still the case of Shongo, currently running in 13th, and still need to calculate where he is right now. And based on my calculations here, Shongo is currently in 13th right now. As it stands right now, Shongo, Nakamura will be bumped ahead. Will be bumped ahead, and Shongo Kiriko in 12th, the Washington 13th, Nakamura in 14th. Yes, Shongo will still score a point, barely. And I mean barely in this context. Lap of the Motegi 400 split B race, and now Lawrence Ricci's under pressure from Ollie J here, and he needs to make the pass as soon as possible. Lexi Bowen is already waiting in the wings. Dak Patterson and Ridley are also vying to get that win from where they are right now in 3rd and 4th place. This is going to be a nerve-wracking finish. It's all a case of if Lorenzo Ricci can hang on against a fast charging Lexi Bowen, while also being blocked by lap traffic. Final lap of the Motegi 400 split B race gets underway, and there we go. Lorenzo Ricci now still trying to see if he can find a way to get past Ollie J as soon as possible, but he might just be able to stick in at Ollie J's rear while also trying to be aware of his surroundings. Lexi Bowen is absolutely steaming down at the back. Lawrence Ricci has already won in the 2025 season in the Okayama 200-minute CO Series race. He will most likely add to that record and to clock his first win of 2026 and his second for Hoshin Marine. That is if he can hang on. We got 2 drivers in the top 2 vying for their second wins. Dak Patterson looking for his second, and that is Lexi Bowen going off wide. Lexi Bowen goes off wide. That's going to allow Dak Patterson to take second place. A shock turn of events in the final lap of the Motegi 400. Dak Patterson now takes second place, but Lexi Bowen takes it back. Lorenzo Ricci might just have this win in the bag. The HEB are about to enjoy this moment as they will have win number 2 in their records. Lexi Bowen has a poor exit though off of turn 11, and round the outside goes Dak Patterson. But he cannot get the move done. Lexi Bowen defends second, but it's gonna be Lorenzo Ricci who takes the checkered flag here in Motegi in the Motegi 400 split B race. A frantic finish. Lorenzo Ricci manages to hang on to get win number 2 for Hosha Marine and his first of the season. Lacey Bowen manages to just about defend Patterson's late race charge. It was gotta be his best performance yet this season. Take a bow to Dak Patterson here. Ollie J manages to defend her spot on the lead lap. Ryu in 4th, Labrador is in 5th. Sakura 6, Rhino 7, Gibbons 8, Barker 9, Sobyung in the top 10. This is going to be set to be a very competitive split here. Everyone's still in it to make their way into the studio. Kiriko will finish in 12th, Go 13th, Damasia 14th. Well, Go will be dropping down after penalties. Will be set to be dropped down to 15 after his contact with Sarin at the start. Joey 16th, Sarin 17th, and Ollie J will round out the drivers in this race. What a finish that has been! There was no eventual overtake, but it did keep us entertained and kept us on the edge of our seats. That is the important part. We wait until Ollie J crosses the line to officiate the results processing. Will cross the line, no problem, and that will be it for the race. Lorenzo Ricci takes the checkered flag here in Motegi for the Split B race in the Motegi 400 to give himself and Marine 2 wins in HoloProto and their first win of the season. Lexi Bowen courses home in 2nd place after a great run from her. It just wasn't meant to be, but it happens. Dak Patterson in 3rd place for Isaki Ryona. What a result for him. Same goes for Reed Liu in Rito Chihaya number 78. Chaka Labrador finishes 5th. And then Misaki Sakura in 6th. Raido in 7th. Gibbons in 8th. Daniel Barger 9th. And Sobyung In rounds out the top 10. And then we also got Rudy in 11th. Kiriko in 12th. Shango finishes 13th on track. But after penalties, he will be dropping down to 15th place. Damasha, meanwhile, will be in 13th. Nakamura in 14th. Shango 15th, as we mentioned earlier. Joey in 16th as the first driver out of the points. Same goes with Seirin and Ollie J. Unfortunately for Ollie J, she will continue her run without any points in HoloProto. Ed Sky finishes in 19th place for Kazama Iroha after his engine blew after 4 laps. And then Jake Martinez couldn't even get the car out of the start line for Takayami Toa, which is very much unfortunate. Alright, so we're just going to save the replay. Alright, so we're just going to have a one last recap of sorts. Alright, so we're gonna go for one last recap here before we conclude this weekend's races in Twin Ring Motegi. So after a frantic race here in Twin Ring Motegi with moves on potentially the last lap, well, didn't happen, but we do get to see some great racing action in the final stages. But anyways, we are just gonna take a look here out of the championship standings after all is said and done. So Masaraido now takes the championship lead over So Byung-eun in a fiercely and hotly contested championship here. Masaraido, of course, will exit Motegi and come into Le Mans as the JP Series championship leader. So Byung-eun goes into 2nd place. Well, drops down in 2nd place. Labradorus, Lexi Bowen, and Richie's heroics have now put them inside the top 5. Labradorus in 3rd, Lexi Bowen 4th, and Richie in 5th after his wins, especially. Seirin drops down to 6th place. Rudy and Ryu just hang around in 7th and 8th. Daniel Barger stays in 9th place, which now makes it 4 Orcas in the top 10, which Sean Go remaining in 10th place despite having that penalty. Dak Patterson is actually tied with Sean Go, but because Sean Go scored at 3rd place first at Fuji, Sean Go gets the 10th place right now. Patterson is in 11th, Sakura in 12th, at Sky 13th, Nakamura 14th, Kyle Gibbons stays in 15th, Kiriko is 16th. Demashnev and Joey are tied on points, at least on paper, but it looks to me that Joey will be the one who is ahead of Demashnev. So we are just going to update this, if you will. So yeah, Joey and Vlasa Demashnev, Joey in 17th, who had a higher finishing position than Demashnev, will take the tiebreaker position. And after 2 races, Ali J and Jake Martinez have still yet to score a single point. And with that out of the way, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to today's stream. I hope everyone has enjoyed this race as much as I do. And we hope to see you next weekend. Right. So, the results have been processed, but because we restarted, total times and total deltas have essentially been lost. So we're probably going to have to manually input this ourselves. So, anyways, thank you all for tuning in for today's stream. We hope you enjoyed this race as much as I do. We hope to see you next week for the Formula Hall Live races at Autopolis for Formula Hall Live Japan. To end Formula Hall Live Japan's qualifiers phase. We hope to see you in those streams as well. My name is Mama Shazarisa in the commentary booth, and you've been watching the HoloProto Motegi 400 streams for this week in HoloProto Japan. Stay tuned for next week's races, and take care, everyone.